absolute value A is A if A larger than 0, is negative A is A smaller than 0. So the graph for any x larger than 0 is just, for the negative part is negative, okay? And you have this triangle inequality. For all A, B in Z, you can prove this is true. A plus B absolute value is smaller than absolute A plus absolute B, okay? Here is a proof. You study them. And then here's some important thing. For example, if I have absolute value x smaller than A, let's say A is 1, then it gives me this. What does it mean? I want to find all the x that the blue line is above the red line. So it will be this and this, right? But I'm talking about x, so I have to talk on this line. So I just need to project to here. So everything here are the x I want. So it will be x larger than 1. So this or anything here. Anything here is x smaller than negative 1, negative A. So here, okay? They include, okay? So they include here. So this is I here. This one is always larger than 0. Why? A is positive, then it's A. If A is negative, then you put a negative sign here. The negative and the negative sign in the negative will cancel out and you give a positive number. So that's it. And then you also have this same proof by case. And lastly, you have this. If I want to find x smaller than a particular line, y, that means I want to find the x such that blue is under the red. It will be this region. And I want to find the x value, so it will be from here to here. So this region is my value such that this is true. So this means x will be smaller than, let's say this is 1, and larger than this negative 1, okay? This part is very useful in calculus, especially in the proof for the limit or continuity or a lot of things. And then we have a more complicated version of triangle inequality. It's called reverse. So if I have two absolute values subtracting each other, then it will be smaller than, I take out the negative value. How do you prove this? Read this by yourself, okay? And then we also have max and min. Max means I take two numbers, the bigger one. Min means I take the two numbers, the smaller one. Actually, they can be written down as absolute value. So max AB is A plus B plus the absolute value of their difference divided by half, and min is the same but subtracting their difference. And then we have floor and ceiling. Okay, this is wrong, so it should be floor. Okay, so ceiling means if I have 3.14, let's say this is my number, the floor will be 4. They basically means the nearest integer larger than my number. Okay, and what about 3? Well, 3 itself is already integer, so it's itself. Okay, and then for inequality, you have triangle. You also have this QM, AM, GM, HM. So basically, if you have two real numbers, this is always true. We will use some of them later, but we don't need to prove that. And you have something called Cauchy-Schwarz and Minkowski. You will learn this later.